Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up, opened your eyes, and the first thought that hit you is, nope, not today. I can't. I'm done. And then somehow the rest of your day follows exactly that mood? Well, guess what? You're not cursed. You're just running on autopilot. And today I'm going to show you how to flip the switch and rewire your mind for success in as little as one day. Stick around because this one shift might be the thing that finally changes your life. You know, our lives pretty much follow our thoughts. It's like this invisible GPS we don't even realize we programmed. If you're consistently thinking negative stuff like, I'm always broke, I'll never lose weight, my life's a mess, you'll steer your entire day, and trust me, eventually your entire life in that direction. It's just how the human brain works. Let me tell you a story. A buddy of mine, Nick, he was traveling across country on a sleeper train last year. And he's a super positive guy, always seeing the bright side. So he boards the train, he checks out his little sleeper cabin. So he fluffs the pillow and he says out loud, man, this is going to be the best sleep ever. I'm basically on a moving hotel. So let's fast forward a little bit, and Nick passes out in 10 minutes. He wakes up refreshed, looking like he just filmed a shampoo commercial. And the next morning, he's sipping coffee in the dining car and chatting with this other passenger named Jerry. Now, Jerry, he looks like a raccoon. He's got bags under his eyes, hair everywhere, and Jerry sighs and he says, I knew it. I never sleep on this stupid train. I heard the tracks. I felt every bump. I'm exhausted. Now, look. This was the same train, the same route, the same tiny beds. One guy snoozed like a baby, and the other guy's ready to commit a crime. Now, what's the difference? What's the difference? What they both decided before they even closed their eyes. That's the difference. That's how powerful your thoughts are. And let's be honest, we've all been Jerry at some point. And the good news is you're not stuck, no matter how negative your thinking has been. You can change it. You can literally rewire your brain like a new operating system. It doesn't matter how long you've been thinking, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, nothing ever works out for me, because your brain is constantly updating itself. It's called neuroplasticity. Translation, you can dig new mental riverbeds, literally, for your thoughts to flow through. And here's the thing, it's free, it's not complicated, and you can start today. Now, this woman I knew, Rachel, she was sick for months, and the doctors kept saying, we can't figure it out. She was exhausted, she was worried, and she felt like giving up. Now, finally, one doctor said, well, let's take a new approach. He was kind of a quirky guy, and he gives her a prescription of sorts. And the prescription said, say this sentence out loud once an hour. I'm getting better and better every day in every way. I'm getting better and better every day in every way. Rachel, she wasn't a believer. She rolled her eyes and said, Doc, I was hoping for antibiotics, not a Disney movie script. But she tried it, and after 3 days, she realized something weird. She was smiling more. Her energy started to come back. A week later, she was laughing again. A month later, she was healthy. Now, did the words magically cure her? No, but repeating those positive thoughts changed her brain and her body followed. And that's science. Your brain and body are on the same team. The way you talk to yourself really matters. Think of your mind like a car. Drive gear is for positive thoughts moving forward. Reverse gear, negative thoughts moving backward. In neutral, you're coasting, letting life happen. And here's the punchline. It takes exactly the same energy to go forward as it does to go backward. It's just about which gear you choose. I used to wake up every morning feeling, well, defeated before the day even started. My alarm would go off and my first thought was, is it seriously morning again? I'd lay there staring at the ceiling, running through a mental list of everything that might go wrong. And then one day I had this realization. I thought, hold up. I'm deciding my whole day right here in bed, before I even had my first cup of coffee. No wonder why I'm exhausted all the time. It hit me like a ton of bricks. My day doesn't just happen to me. I'm creating it in my mind first. That single thought changed everything. Now, instead of lying there dreading the day, I wake up and consciously say to myself, okay, new day, new chance. Let's see what good can come from this. And you know what? the day actually started to get better. Not perfect, but better. Because it wasn't the words that needed to change. It was how I was thinking about it. The world was fine around me, but it was my perception of that world before I even got out to see it. Now here's how to flip that switch and start winning the mental game. Before your feet hit the floor tomorrow, say out loud, today's going to be a good day. I'm strong enough to handle whatever comes my way. It's not magic, my friends. It's momentum. Start your day as your own hype squad instead of your own critic. And when negative thoughts hits, like, I'm never going to figure this out, catch it and say to yourself, wait, that's old programming. I'm writing a new story. And it's a pattern interrupts, and then that works. You have to interrupt that pattern. Instead of, why is this happening to me? Ask, how can I make this work for me? I remember years ago, this was an experiment with a soldier working the food line at an army-based cafeteria. The first 100 people came through the line, and he said, you don't want any apricots, do you? 90% said no. Then he tried, would you like some apricots? 50% said yes. Then he asked the next 100, would you like one serving of apricots or two? Suddenly, 80% wanted apricots. And some people asked for 3. You see what happened? When you frame things positively, people, even you, respond differently. It's not manipulation, it's psychology. And it applies to your inner conversations too. Instead of telling yourself, I'll never get this right, ask yourself, how many ways can I figure this out? It's the same situation, completely different outcomes. So here's my challenge to you. Tomorrow morning, before your feet hit the floor, say one positive thing out loud. Just one. Could be, today's going to be a good day. I'm learning new things. I've survived every tough day so far, and I'm still standing. Then come back here, drop a comment, and tell me what you said and how it changed your day. Because remember, you're the driver of your life. You decide if you're in drive or reverse, so choose wisely. If this hit home for you, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with someone who needs a mental reboot. Let's start digging those mental riverbeds together. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and hey, let's make today awesome.